If you're a Microsoft administrator, whether for Office 365 or on-premise apps like SharePoint and Exchange, you understand that a lot of things can only be done from within PowerShell, certainly if you want to scale. Here's what a typical PowerShell script looks like. It's got some script in it that's not so easy to understand, and you start to kick it off, and the first thing it does is prompt you for credentials, which is a username and password to make sure that you are authorized to do what the script is about to do. Now that's great and all, except when you're in a big company and you want to delegate some of this stuff to junior administrators, you have to give them a username and password as well, because scripts won't execute without the proper credentials. One of the challenges is that with a lot of scripts, like for instance disabling multi-factor authentication for an end user, requires very high levels of credentials. And once somebody has the credentials, it's like giving somebody the keys to your house and saying, just go into the kitchen and change the water for my dog, but don't go in the basement or in the bedroom or anywhere else where I've got my other stuff. Use the key responsibly. Now, whether a junior administrator either has malicious intent or just inexperience, bad things can happen. Wouldn't it be better if you could manage how scripts get executed? Here I am in the VitalSigns dashboard, and let's say I wanted to take an action against an on-prem SharePoint server. I would just come down here, click on SharePoint. Here's my list of SharePoint servers, and I click on a specific server that I want to take some action on. Go over to the PowerScripts tab. Pick from an approved list of scripts. These are the only ones that I can execute. Let's say I want to do a health check, or I want to test on the workflows or whatever. Now I click the execute button. What happens in the background is VitalSigns extracts some encrypted credentials, creates a PowerShell session on the VitalSigns workstation, connects to the specific SharePoint server, and then runs the script. And when the script finishes, the output of the script comes back into this window. Okay, here's the output from the script. This particular script was a health check, so it runs through a series of rules like conflicting content types and customized files and missing galleries and so forth. But you can do this with pretty much any PowerShell script. And the real beauty of it is, in addition to protecting the credentials from malicious intent and making sure that you can delegate this out, you also get an audit trail. So I'm logged in as the admin at Janet Tech here. So let me switch over to the configurator, Microsoft settings. Here's my PowerScripts audit log, and I'll just sort with the most recent one at the top. And it is a health check that I just ran on the SharePoint server. And if I double click on that, you can even see the same output that I just showed before, because everything gets tracked. Who ran it against what server, what was the output. So it's a much safer and cleaner way to delegate common Microsoft administration functions than giving away credentials to your PowerShell scripts. Thanks very much.